Welcome back to CSS tutorial part 7. Today I'm just going to show you how to create a responsive web app or gallery or something similar using CSS Grid and without using media queries, so it's pretty cool. I have a container and it has 8 items. This is pretty much where we left off the last day. The container has a width of 1200 pixels and that's about it. I've set up the colors the same as usual so we can see it. So the first thing would be to set up the grid template. And we set up the rows and we give it 2 rows. And we make them 200 pixels high. For the columns, first of all we give it 8 columns, and we'll make them 100 pixels each. And we'll see what that creates. So here we have our 8 columns. They're 100 pixels each, so they're only taking up a portion of the width of our container. So let's see what happens when we change our column width to 200 pixels. So now you can see that the columns overflow the container. And why is this happening? So we have specifically set 8 columns and we have 200 pixels, so it's gone to 1600 pixels, but our container is only 1200 pixels in width. So if I just change the columns to 6 columns, then you see it will wrap automatically to the next row. So how do we fix this? So if we didn't know the amount of columns that we were going to need, so say it was coming from a database or something like that, and we didn't know how much we were going to need, how would we fix this? So one way to do it would be to use autofill. So instead of repeat 6, we could do autofill. And you see it's pretty much the same at the moment, but if I put this back down to 100 the way we had it the first time, you can see it working if we add some more items here to this. So I'll just copy these and add some more and we'll see what happens here. So if I add just a few more as well, just keep adding them, you see it wraps right around the whole columns. Now what would happen if I increased this to 200 pixels? You can see we have the basis of a pretty nice, say, gallery or something like that. In order for this to be responsive, we're going to have to change the width here. So instead of it being fixed, we'll put the width to a percentage, and that way we could have a responsive grid. So as you can see now, what's happening is we've set our autofill and we've given it a specific width of 200 pixels in each column. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. It's 90%. The container is 90%, so we get this gap at the end each time. So the way to fix this is, instead of autofill, we can use autofit and also change this specific width to a min max like we had in our previous videos. So we'll do min max and we will give it the min of 200 pixels and a max of 1 FR, or 1 fractional unit. And this is where the magic happens. As you can see, it takes up all the space, but keeping it at 200 pixels each time, and it just keeps wrapping until we go all the ways down to something like a mobile phone or something like that, and we didn't write any media queries whatsoever. So that is pretty cool. If I scroll down here, now you can see what's happening down here is the auto placement algorithm is just giving it the rows whatever it needs for the content in that row. And the way to fix that is to, as we've said before, it's grid. You can set up auto, so auto rows, and you can give them the same as we have in the top, so 200 pixels. And you'll see now we have the perfect grid for something like a picture gallery or something like that. You could also put in a little gap there if you wanted to. You could also put in a gap, say, of maybe 2 pixels just to see it like that. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, 4 pixels. Now you got a cool little photo gallery. Put a photo in each one of them and give it a width. And you could have a pretty nice responsive grid with no media queries. So that's just what I want to show you today. It's pretty cool. I'll do some better or more advanced grid in the next video. So thank you very much. If you liked, subscribe, like, comment, give us a help out, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay.